different. When they get a paycheck on Friday night, they go to the corner grocery store.
Yes.
The corner bar, the corner cleaners, the corner barber shop, the corner car dealer to buy cars. The money stays in the community. They don't jump on the freeway and head back to Atlanta, Georgia. The money is here.
Right. Now, I've noticed in the last month or so that Flint has had a lot of activities going on. They had the Tunes at Noon down there on the Water Street. They had the Fifth Dimensions here recently. What part did the city of Flint play in bringing that type of entertainment back to the city of Flint?
First of all, you take the Crim. You take
oh yeah, the Crim just happened, right?
Shows. You know, we work with them very closely, block the streets, we got police protection, we help them with the cleanup. You know, and like the car show, we do everything for the organizations to get the people downtown Flint. We bend over backwards.
Well, I thought those activities were nice to have in the city of Flint because it looked good seeing people parking and walking across the street going to the riverfront. These are activities that they can have here in the city and they don't have to drive down to Clarkston or Auburn Hills or Sterling Heights to go to these types of events. So what else do we have up and coming, Mr. Mayor, for the city of Flint? What are you doing?
Pam, when you open up a stadium that seats 15,000 people, that you can play basketball there, you can play soccer, football, baseball, and you're talking about a track so the young kids can race their cars and not get hurt. You know, you're talking about a lot there. That's a mouthful. You know?
Yes.
That's not just a 2-second job.
Yes.
But you have to go back. I've only been here in power 37 months and days, a little less than 38 months. So look at my track record now. There's no one in the world could have done any more than I did.
So how do you feel about winning the primary? How do you feel about the voters getting out voting and giving you the most votes? What does that say to you as far as your voters?
There was no doubt that I would be the biggest vote getter in the primary. I never ran a TV ad. I was never in the newspaper. You follow me? I coasted through. But now, you know, I'm firing up my campaign.
Okay, and what are you going to do as far as firing up your campaign?
Everything possible to win an election.
And how did your wife feel? I know Mrs. Williamson must have felt proud of her husband and proud of all the compliments that you've been getting in terms of what you've done and this new vision that you have for the city. Tell us how Mrs. Williamson feels.
I think that you know that Mrs. Williamson is the largest beauty dealer in the world for many, many years. She's a fantastic business person. If you just look around at the things we've done, nobody in this area except Charles Stewart Mott's even come close to what we've done.
Okay.
So you know she's a very proud person, but she's proud to be a resident of the city of Flint.
Yes, and you do live within the city of Flint.
I do.
And you're going to be staying in the city of Flint.
Forever.
Forever.
Or longer.
Oh, longer. Okay. Okay, Mr. Mayor, I noticed this past summer that Burston Fieldhouse had a lot of baseball type of events going on, and you were making rounds to go and be supportive. What was happening down at Burston?
Well, you know, Burston Fieldhouse, you know, it's been there for many, many years, like Haskell. When I took over, Haskell was closed for 8 years. But we redid the ball diamonds. We give them more parking. Took Dewey Street, put it one way. The next block, we cleaned all them buildings out there so they could
Wonderful.
Park. We mowed the place. We cleaned it up. We put fences. We redid the park. We did everything. And so now, you know, you have thousands of people up there Sunday afternoon, kids, adults, and everything, cooking out in tents and everything. And then we come up with a program, you know, that me and my wife, we paid for. You know, we had a contest a couple of weeks ago to the most home run hitters.
Oh, and wonderful.
Now the 21st of September, we're going to have the $500 to win, $300 for second place, and $200 for third place.
Wow.
And, you know, we're putting a lot of emphasis up there to help the people.
So,
and in the same way as Max Brandon Park, we completely repaved that, we redone it, we cleaned it up, put toilets there, we did everything. We are for the people.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. Well, is there anything else that you want to tell your voters from their time up close and impersonal with their mayor?
I think I can say to the voters in the city of Flint, look what we've done, and we're going to do a lot more.
So you're asking the voters to give you another 4 years so you can continue your vision and all the things that you put in place.
At least 4 more years.
At least 4 more years. Now, Mr. Mayor, what do you think about, you hear people say that they don't have access to you. You have the open door policy every Wednesday. Can you give the voters the times in which you're doing the open door policy and the types of things that people come and talk to you about? Give the other voters a sense of what you do on Wednesdays.
First of all, I don't think that anybody can say that they don't have access to me, because they'd be lying.
That's right. I'm
out in the streets every day. Everybody knows that. In the band, in the Bursted Field House, I'm all over. I have open house every Wednesday morning. I'm in there, and I'm out in the street. I'm there at 6:30 in the morning. Nobody has ever devoted the time and the effort and the willpower to be mayor of the city of Flint since Charles Stewart Mott as much as I do.
Mm-hmm. Now,
hold it, we got a problem. What's that? It just went black. Nobody's dedicated more time to the city of Flint than I have in that last line.
Okay.
All right, it's on you, Pam, and at your convenience.
Okay. Mr. Mayor, so no one has devoted as many hours to the city and to their voters as you have. What are the hours that you do your open door policy on Wednesdays?
8 to 11. Like yesterday, I went to about 11:35.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, no other mayor before me has the knowledge I have to run a city.
Mm-hmm. And what are some of the things that people come to you to talk about in terms of your open door policy?
Okay, as you know, Pam, we went through it a little while ago, but the biggest concern is property taxes, repairing their houses, repair streets. The people that come into me say very little about the police department and so forth, but they call me on the phone. I return calls.
Yes, you do.
Sometimes I feel more than 100 calls a day. So the majority of people in Flint want peace and quiet in a safe city and a better lifestyle and cleaner neighborhoods.
Exactly. And not only have you done all of those things, I noticed that the sewer department has been cleaning out the storm drains, replacing some of the grates, which would help with the flooding when it rains. So all of that is good and positive for the city. So, Mr. Mayor, just to wrap up, for some of the viewers that are just now tuning in, what do you want them to know about their mayor, Mr.
I want
Donald
them
Williamson?
to really stop and think about just several things. Number one, when I took over 38 months ago from the governor of this great state, the city of Flint was $28 million in the hole. Now we have a $9 million surplus.
Mm-hmm.
We bought 65 police cars, 24 dump trucks to plow snow with, tandems, 20 new garbage trucks, 45 new pickup trucks, plus all the equipment to pave our streets and to demolish houses. And we do 96% of the streets now,
Mm-hmm.
do 100% of the houses.
Yes.
And the only thing I say is I want everybody really to report, my report card, give me a report. If they think I did a good job, they should vote for me. If they think I did a bad one, they should vote against me.
Okay. Okay. And you feel that you've done a wonderful job. You feel that you're going to do everything you have to do to get the vote.
Nobody could have done more than I did, but let me say this here. They can't find nobody with the knowledge I got for this job.
Mm-hmm.
They don't exist.
Well, you certainly have shown the voters that you have a passion for this city, being a resident yourself of the city. I think it's all wonderful. So is there anything else you want to say to the viewers?
When you turn this city around, 100% broke down. Everything has been stripped out of the city. Everybody giving all their friends contracts and girlfriends contracts and just robbing the city. To put a stop to that alone was a great accomplishment, and it has stopped.
Okay, so there you have it, voters. He's giving you what he's done so far for the city of Flint, and he's talked a little bit about his new vision for the city of Flint if you only give him another 4 years. So on that note, I'd like to say thanks for tuning in to Common Ground. And when people come together for the good of the community, they are on common ground.
conscience where it's been a house divided we'll never stand. You couldn't agree on the rock, so you're sunk in the sand. So this is why we're here, putting out a call to open up your eyes so that we can see all of the problems, the mishaps and the big mistakes, and separate the leaders from the phonies and the fakes.
Brought to you in part by Spectacle Productions, volunteer television at its best. And the Paul H. and Angela R. Herring Fund, determined to make a difference. Also by the Juneteenth Committee, asking African Americans to join the village, and the Kwanzaa Committee, asking residents to bring the holiday home. The views expressed on this program are not necessarily the views of our volunteer staff and or supporters.